Hiya, my name's Craig McLean and I would like to share with you my journey of pursuing a career change into accountancy and how the power of connections played a vital part in where I am today. So why did I pursue a career change? Well, I worked in Greggs, the bakers, since I left school. And now we all love Greggs. We're all keen for a steak bake or a pie. My delicacy was sausage rolls. But worked there 19 years, been a apprentice baker, qualified baker, team leader, supervisor, forklift driver, you name it. I did every single job in there over 19 years. But I would think I was in a place about 15, 16 years and there was rumours circling that it was possible redundancies at some point in the near future. So I thought, well, I've done everything here. Why not take the leap? Try something new. So I thought, accountancy. Don't know why. Maybe somewhere in my brain I'm thinking I was always good with numbers. I like to budget at home and like to work out the finances at home. So I thought, go for numbers, go for accountancy. But because I left school at such a young age, I never knew, but I thought that I would struggle to get into higher education. So I went to nighttime classes and I did college certificates in computerised accounts, financial accounts and bookkeeping, and successfully completed them, and that allowed me to gain entry into a 2-year HND programme with the City of Glasgow College. I passed that, straight A's in my graded units. Really, really proud of that. My family was proud. Big thing for me. So upon doing that, that allowed me to successfully apply and get into the third year of the University of the West of Scotland. And this is where I joined the ACCA Accelerate programme. A couple of reps come into the university, and I thought, right, I'll join up with this, and I'm glad I did. I would recommend the ACCA Accelerate programme to any student. Certainly opened my eyes. Reason being is I thought that you just get your degree in accountancy and that's you're an accountant. How wrong was I? So that's why the Accelerate programme is good, because it allowed me to access the website, it allowed me to look at all the requirements. I didn't know you had to sit an ethics module, 3 years experience, practical experience, that I had to get signed off with a supervisor. You've got more professional exams to sit afterwards. So it's a long journey, but if you're willing to put in the hard work, then I'm sure it will definitely be worth it. So I'm not quite at that stage just yet, but at some point through my third year in UWS, one of the head lecturers posed a question to me that there was a ACCA employer event coming up in Glasgow, and he advised me that it would be a good thing to maybe attend, but I had to be part of the ACCA Accelerate programme to attend, which, yes, I was, thankfully. So I did attend it, and I severely stepped out my comfort zone. I'm not used to networking. I didn't know what networking was. I didn't know you had to go into a room and mingle with employers, and I was suited and booted. I was used to working in a factory with a hairnet and factory banter. Honestly, it was really, really daunting for me. But did the networking. That was daunting enough. But then after that, it was speed interviews, which I had an interview in, wow, 20 years, 20 years, never had an interview. And to not just take part in one interview, but to take part in like half a dozen interviews in the space of 25, 30 minutes, that was scary for me. But what I will say is, when I came out of the ACC employed event and I was walking back home to my car, I thought, wow, I could go back and do that again. It just gave me that wee small edge of confidence, and it made me just, it kind of put me back into my comfort zone. So the ACC employer event was a really, really big thing for me, because it gave, as I said, it gave me that wee little bit of edge. So I got the phone call a week and a half later that the University of the West of Scotland would like to take me into their internship programme, and I couldn't really believe it. It was amazing. Again, power of connections. So in the internship, it's a 4-week internship. I had the choice if I would like to. It was like tailor made. So would I like to deal focusedly on financial accounts, management accounts, auditing? So at this point, I was still very open-minded and didn't know which road I would like to go down. So I spoke to the finance director of the University of Western Scotland. I said, I'm quite open to trying a little bit of everything, which I'm really glad I did. So I had a short time in accounts receivable, I had a short time in accounts payable, procurement, the internal auditing, the financial accounting side of it, where I was helping the assistant accountant do expenses and bank reconciliation. I worked alongside the business partners, where I would help them with their month-end reports for the different schools within the university. So it was a really good experience for me. But upon my first week inside my internship, this is where the power of connections comes into play. One of my connections from LinkedIn, who's a senior lecturer within the university, posted on LinkedIn that there was a role being made available within UWS for a ledger assistant, accounts receivable, accounts payable, wherever the work was needed. So I thought, well, I'll go for it. I'll try it. I'll put my name in the hat, and hey, yep, I got it. So I've actually went from being a baker from 19 years to going into higher education, getting my HND, getting my degree, attending an ACCA employer event, which I wouldn't have been able to attend if I wasn't part of the ACCA Accelerate programme. I've then landed myself a job out it, and now I've been advised that if I'm committed and determined, then the university will help fund my growth and help me experience and learn anything that I need to learn if I want to. Although I'm a ledger assistant, if there's a point that I would like to work alongside the business partners to learn something from my relevant practical experience that's required to be an accountant, then they're quite happy to work with me and make sure that I can do what I've set out to do in this long journey. They're going to help me like with study time. It's great. I really fell flat on my feet. It's fantastic. My advice I would give to other students, I don't know if I give good advice to younger students, but I could give my advice towards mature students like myself. If you're determined and you really want it, just go and grab it. Take it, just take the bull by the horns. And I'm not going to lie, it's not been a bed of roses, because being a mature student, I've had to juggle family life with a young family, lovely wife who's backed me 100%, working part-time in Greg's. They let me work part-time and continue so I could help my family financially. Trying to squeeze in study time for exams while doing your degree. It's been really hard, but honestly, all I can say is, when it comes to connections are not just good for businesses, but also good for career development. Connections can get you places and create wider opportunities for you. So reach out, grow your connections through work, social media, friends of friends, because you never know when the ideal opportunity might just fall right at your doorstep through connections. Thanks for listening to my journey. Bye bye.